if you're broke and you have nothing to provide, or you don't give them security. But that's a little dip. I started screaming, doing the normal shit, going on live, what we're doing right now. I would go on
Mm-hmm.
live. I would start screaming. I started getting on live with rappers. And what's kind of funny? A couple years later, I
Mm-hmm.
go through her messages on her laptop, and it only showed old messages. And she said he thinks he's a rapper. He's never gonna make it. So what?
Oh,
I didn't get mad, but I looked at it like it was fire. And then another thing is, the day she admitted to me that she called another rapper fine
mm,
was the day I made it afterwards. And
really?
how do you think what do you think I did?
Did you shove it in her face?
Nope.
You were humble about it.
What do you think I did?
You talking about when you went viral? The video went viral?
What do you think I did?
I don't know. I'm lost.
Okay.
What you do?
I said, hey, can you just take care of my child? I act nonchalant. I said, can you
Mm,
take care of my child? I have to take care of business.
mm,
Fell out of love. And I said, Red, yo, let's get a bigger Airbnb. I told Red 2 weeks before we were getting Airbnbs. I said, yo, Red, I fell out of love with my girl already. I said, Red, you're not gonna make it if you stay with this girl. She's beating your ass. Um, I didn't. I was never taught to beat a girl's ass. I would get my ass whooped. I got pepper sprayed in the shower. I had to leave the house fucking half naked, right? And
mm,
was wildest, and this is the truth, and tased. Um, because she got beat up by some other guy that's in prison now for 15 years that almost hurt her dog. And by the way, I healed the fuck out of her.
mm,
And that's why I like Kayla so much, because when Kayla came to my life, she looked so innocent. But Kayla says that she has trauma or something like that. But Kayla's different. Kayla reminds me of like a young boy's wife. It's kind of like that. She stays loyal. She
mm,
doesn't look for too much attention, and she doesn't fuck like his like my ops and my other stuff. That right there was something I never taught someone, was to fuck my friends or my ops. That
mm-hmm,
right there showed me. And by the way, Phoenix, everything I told you is the truth. Okay.
mm-hmm.
I had people tell me I can write a book, like literally. Okay, but anyways,
I think you should write a book.
yeah,
You've been
yeah,
through a lot.
yeah. I'm stupid, but I can't. I can't do it. But what I'm saying is, look,
I think you saying that you're stupid is downplaying what your potential is with some support. You feel me? Like you don't have to write it yourself. You don't have to sit at the computer and you can find somebody that will literally
yeah,
write something for you.
yeah. But what what's so crazy is that these people right here, they say that I'm not fine, but I promise you, I'm very handsome. Okay, listen, I might be going through something right now, but listen, I'm a very handsome guy. Why? Listen. One thing about me is I had two options, Phoenix. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I never cared. Why was it, to get girls or was money? My problem was not girls. Girls are easy to get,
Mm,
so I got money, and then the girls came. But the problem is with me is, like, I used to be a pretty boy. I don't want to be a pretty boy. Pretty boys are not on that.
mm,
I got called a pretty boy in jail by this buff ass guy. That he was ex NFL player, and he was mad because they kicked him out because he had an injury. And he called me a pretty boy. I said, "Why you call me a pretty boy?"
mm,
I took it as offense. He said, "Oh, because you're always doing your hair." I said, "Yeah, because I have curls and they're hard to maintain." But
mm,
yeah, and there was this one guy that he had fucking permanent gold teeth. He would always tell his little, he would call him his son, and he would tell his son, beat his, I hurt, I have bad hearing, but when
mm,
it comes to as selective hearing, if you're gonna hurt me, I'm gonna hear it. He
mm,
told he told some kid, listen, how do you say it? Listen, I was in the shower, I didn't go inside yet.
mm,
Kids got raped in there. All my kids, I never got raped. No one ever fucking played with me. But this fucking gold teeth fucking faggot big fuck that he worked at a prison, his mind was demented, and he liked me at first, but he didn't like me because
Mm.
I whooped that kid's ass. He said go in the shower while he's naked and beat the fuck out of him, and
Oh my God.
I'll give you some chips. And you know what I thought? He's so fucking stupid. I didn't take my fucking clothes off yet.
Mm.
I think he was gay because all he would do is call me Cuba, Cuba.
Mm.
All my kids, and he would always give my food last. But you know what's crazy? I was the one that was extorting jits at the end. At the end, I was extorting jits. But you know what I was extorting them for? All my kids. All my kids. Trillo ran from somebody. I don't care. Listen, you know what I was extorting jits? You know, no, I swear to God, you know what I was extorting jits?
Mm.
By the way, I like Kool-Aid a lot. A
Okay.
lot. It was good. So they would give like purple Kool-Aid, orange Kool-Aid, uh what's the other one? Red Kool-Aid. My favorite one
Mm.
was the purple one. Um, I was let's just say at the end I was kind of running shit in there. You feel me? Because
Oh.
yeah, because let's just say they thought it was crazy, and they called me Mr. Popoff. So
Mm.
the thing is, it's very easy to survive jail. I'll be honest with you. If I went to jail right now, I'd be scared. But if
Mm.
I had to live in that humane thing, right? If I
Mm.
had to, I would just act crazy. Just act crazy. I remember I beat the fuck out of a kid that acted crazy. I said, "You're not crazy, bitch." And he was from Broward, and we would always beat up the Broward kids, right? I'm like, you're not crazy. You're acting crazy because you're scared, right? He proved me wrong. He could fight.
Damn.
But that's what I'm saying. It's always the scariest kids that can fight. The ones that talk the most shit, sometimes they can fight.
Mm.
Sometimes. There was a kid named Chadwick. Man, boy, he had a mouth. But there was a kid named Stank. He would not
Mm.
shut the fuck up. You don't know how bad I want to tell him to shut the fuck up. I know I can whoop him, but
Mm.
all he did was talk. He like oh my god, it was verbal abusement. Shut up.
Damn.
Like seriously, shut up. Like, but he was fucked up in the head because I was locked up with jits that were doing 10 years, 20 years, 30 years.
Damn.
Yes, they were fighting charges like carjacking, armed carjacking. Those are not good charges. You get tried as an adult. Listen, Trillo almost got tried as an adult. You know who Trillo is?
Yeah.
Okay, we both got tried as an adult.
Mm.
He got tried as an adult with his girlfriend in B3. B3's for the girls. He dealt with it like a pussy. And I'll say it to his face, and he can't fight. And I'm gonna tell you that right now. Even Enzo bitched him up, and Enzo can't fight. Enzo has a problem where he punches you, and Windows not lying, and he goes off balance. He fights like a penguin. Like what the
I
fuck?
knew Wingo wasn't lying, so he really did like punch and then fall.
And Enzo has no balance. That's his problem. He has no balance. I don't know why he falls. I don't know. I don't know. He's got like a big butt. I don't know what it is. He's off balance. Listen, Enzo was my bitch, and I hate to say it. I don't like to
He
brag,
still is. He still
but
is your bitch.
but listen, okay, but he tries to act tough sometimes.
Yeah,
Listen,
he does.
bro,
Yeah,
this
he
nigga,
tries you.
he said
You
the
let him
funny,
try you.
he said the funniest thing. He said, Fly, you went to jail, right? I said, yeah, and I said, because I was in a chill moment, and he said, well, my girl went to jail, so what? You think she can't fight? And he said, make her fight here. I said, dude, did you just flex that your girl went to jail? Anyways, now he went to jail. That which
Right.
is hilarious. Okay, so now he gets it. But anyways, what I'm saying is, this kid Enzo would cough like this. That's my pet peeve, and I'll just slap the fuck out of him.
Damn. And he let you?
I hear an ambulance. Uh, okay, they're not coming to me. Yeah.
Who would call on you?
No. The cops have a problem with me. That's why I'm having a problem. They think they have power or authority over me. Like, no. Okay, you know what happened?
Hmm.
They contacted the cops from where I'm from. Okay,
Hmm.
and truth be told, there's one cop that's still in whatever, he still works in the same thing, and he told him about my background, and it said
Okay.
that's why they call me violent and I'm a bad person, whatever. But when it came in real life, they literally looked at me like I was crazy. You should have seen the way how they treated me. They treated me like I was actually a nutcase. And I said, listen, I'm not a nutcase. My throat was closing up, and he acted like a doctor for a second because he knew he was wrong. He knew it was wrong.
Mm.
There's been a couple times that I could have sued the police. I racially got profiled by a bald cop in North Carolina with Red one time, and he says, "Oh, you just gave me your brother's name." I said, "No, I didn't." He said, "Get out the car." This guy manhandled me. He put me in handcuffs. I said, "Take me to jail. Watch my fingerprints be Alex Venegas." Dude, he felt shitty. He called the DA to come. The DA to come. Man, I've been through some shit, man. And that's why I ask. That's why I ask the girls. I'd be like, do you think? Let me ask you a question. I guess my co-defendant was black. Guess who got more time? Me or the black kid?
I think you
Me.
told me this before. It was you, right?
Yeah. You know why? Because I'm gang affiliated, and it would never get out my record. I'm gang affiliated. I don't even hang out with gangs.
That's
That's
crazy.
wrong. You cannot take gang affiliation out of your fucking record. Me and
Once
my
it's
brother are gang
there.
affiliation. You wanna know how we got gang affiliated?
Yeah,
You
what
wanna know?
happened?
Dude, it's so stupid. We got pulled over one time with Bloods, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were thinking about being in the gang, but
Okay.
it's a little scary. Okay, like we're not pussy, but let's just say the just we're a little bit. How do I say? Little loco, you know?
Mm.
Okay. I would hang out with Bloods and Chicos. The,
Mm.
I, those Chicos are those Hispanics don't know how to fight, but what they're very loyal to their girls. But what they know how
Mm.
to do, don't fuck with their girls. They'll try to beat your ass. But one of them couldn't beat my ass because I just came out of jail. Fuck face, trying to hurt me. And then his cousin went behind me and hit me in the back of the head. I could have been paralyzed. But Trill didn't have my back for shit. He watched me get jumped twice. Twice. I got jumped one time by 15 fucking football players, and they stomped me to the ground, and they took my jeans, my fucking I didn't have a wallet at the time, my fucking Louis Vuitton belt, my shoes, and Trillo watched that shit. He didn't do shit. Trillo's not a fighter. He's a softie. Fuck around
I
with him.
thought Trillo was tough. I thought he was like, don't play with him, like he finna get you. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie,
yeah,
I've always
yeah.
thought Trillo was more tough than you and your brother. I was just
Ta!
that's what he makes it seem like.
Woo! Woo!
That's what he made it seem like.
That's why I'm so pissed off that I gotta prove myself to everybody. Okay, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I had so much status in the detention center. I went to the detention center the last time. This time I already had so many face tats. So I went in there. There was a jip, and I went in there right like I think 3 or 4 days after he got released. He went in there for something, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was a jit that Red fought and Red whooped his ass. So we had a good face card. The jit was his name was Six Trump. He's from a real bad hood. It's called Belglade, Belglade, right? And I wasn't intimidated, but if it had to happen, it had to happen. He
Mm-hmm.
came up to me. He said, he didn't say nothing about my brother. I'll keep it real because they had a tie. He could fight a little bit. Red, Red could fight. I don't know why he didn't win his boxing matches. I don't know what's going on there. But those fucking mittens, whatever you want to call them, boxing things, they're
Boxing gloves,
huge.
yeah.
Gloves, they're huge. They're
Yeah.
huge. So Red was actually going in the cell and fighting them. Like Red, he came out crazy, like a little too crazy. Like he was
Mm-hmm.
institutionalized, and
Mm-hmm.
something definitely happened there. But he went to a worse prison than me. I'll be honest, but it was different scenarios. Let's just say that.
Okay.
But before we got transferred, I was in a worse county than him.